Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Laree. I'm going to do a collective reading for you all. Hope you all are having a good evening, and yeah, let's just get started. We'll jump right to it. See what messages Spirit has for us today. I'm going to start off with an oracle. We'll do 3. Let's see what kind of messages we get. I love that sound, the sound of the cards shuffling. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? We'll take 3 cards, please. And the overall energy. I'll let that come out. And what's hidden? Outcome and advice. Let's take that one. Okay, so this one came out first. It's kind of dark. So in the overall energy, we have hope. Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, guys, I don't have my glasses on. I can't. Ah, there we go. It says, hope is a bridge to the future, helping you believe that tomorrow holds greater promise regardless of today's circumstances. Hold on to hope, as it will be the source of strength to move forward. So this card is a reminder that as long as there's hope, no matter what we're going through, no matter what stage of life you're in, there's always a choice. Hope is the reminder that, that nothing is stagnant. It reminds us that everything passes. And, there's a saying I'm hearing, this too shall pass. And it's a very powerful saying because it reminds us that, we live in a world where we come here to experience life. We come here to rediscover who we really are. And in that, on that journey, sometimes it gets difficult. And hope is the saving grace, just knowing and having that hope that something else is coming over the horizon, around the corner, something else is coming that there's something else on the other side of whatever problem, whatever issue, whatever circumstance, whatever mountain we face. It's the hope that it is, hope that keeps us moving and keeps us going, and prevents us from giving up. And then we have love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all, whether it is self-love or the relationships with others. Love is the source of your connection with the universe. We are all created in love. In fact, everything in the universe is created with love. Love is the invisible energy that keeps our hearts beating, that keeps our world functioning, that holds it all together. And when we feel lost, when we feel separated, it's the love. It's just knowing, love is that constant. It's the thing that we all share. I like to think of it as the air we breathe. Because if you think about the air, the breath, that is something that connects all of us. We all share that. Humans, animals, the universe, the breath is what we share. And that is my reminder that that is what love is. The breath is unconditional. There's no charge. It comes whether we think about it or not. It's always there until the day we return to our maker. We return to source. The breath is our connection, and that's love. In the outcome and advice, we have joy. Joy is the song of the soul, the perfect resonance with universal energy. When you feel joy, it means you are grateful for every moment of life. Embrace every moment and feel the lightness and happiness within. And my favorite saying about joy is that joy is your strength. And it is so true. When things, get hard and get tough and we feel like, the world is coming against us, if you really, really dig deep, and you don't even have to dig that deep, you'll find a spark of joy, something to be grateful for. I don't care if it's the smallest thing. I remember, times when I used to literally count my blessings like a 1, 2, 3, 4. I can breathe. I've had a meal. I have my health. I can walk. I can brush my teeth. Like literally, when things get really tough and you start to count your blessings and feel joy for those things, like you realize that nothing is as bad as it seems. And so hold on to your joy because that truly is your strength. All right, so this is great energy. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for us. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, we'll use this deck. This is fine. I was actually thinking about using another deck, but I grabbed this one, so we're gonna roll with it. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective in the overall energy? And this would be underneath our clarifying our hope card. What messages do you have for the collective? So we have the Nine of Cups. This is fulfillment. Wishes fulfilled. So there is a hope for a wish fulfilled, personal fulfillment. Someone is hopeful about someone striving for hope for personal fulfillment. Let's see what else we need to know about this. What is the Nine of Cups, please? Clarify. What is this fulfillment we're looking at? Oops. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. The Chariot is about willfully moving forward. So we have, this feels like someone wants to take a leap towards something that that's something that's really going to bring them fulfillment. And it looks like you have the will. Someone has so someone is hopeful about some type of fulfillment. And the Chariot says, the Chariot takes off. The Chariot is all about action, taking action, but using your willpower. It's about using your will to move that Chariot forward. Spirit, what do we need to know about the Nine of Cups and the Chariot, please? We have the Devil. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Taking action. We have willpower. The Chariot also the Chariot is also a card of using the ego, being led by the ego. It's like fully in the 3D, being led by your will, not necessarily by intuition, but by your will, taking control, using your willpower, and trusting in that willpower. And then the Devil, this feels like illusions. Being led by illusions, manipulation. This is dependency on things in the 3D, on what things look like in the 3D. Not really. Okay. Okay, let's get a little more clarity. But what I'm getting so far is I'm getting obtaining personal fulfillment. Through taking action in some kind of egoic way, but being deceived. I need more information. I see emotional. Yeah, cups are emotion. So we have emotional fulfillment, egoic action, and deception, being deceived. Spirit, what do we need to know about the devil? Clarify the devil, please. Why is the devil in this energy? The Emperor. Okay. Yes, this is definitely about control. Someone's taking control. Someone is in their ego, taking control. Oh, oh, okay. Okay. This is an illusion. The Nine of Cups is the illusion. So someone is coming off as if, got it. Someone is presenting as if they are, as if things are going their way. This is the way someone is presenting. I'm happy, I'm emotionally fulfilled, I'm full of hope, my dreams are coming true, this is the story. This is the story. But this person, this is an illusion. This person is actually operating in their ego. This is someone trying to control a narrative. Oh, okay. Somebody's walking around like they're full of hope. So they're putting on a front. It's basically a front. It's a front that's saying, I'm not lacking. My cup is full. I'm emotionally fulfilled. I'm doing great. But this person is actually in their ego and controlling a narrative. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's actually not moving forward. They are not fulfilled. What else do we need to know? What do we need to know about this Three of Wands energy? This is someone. This is someone in judgment. This is a facade. Someone is presenting this hopeful, fulfilled energy. Yes, everything is going my way, but it's an illusion. And this person is trying to control this narrative. They're actually trying to control the narrative and hiding the fact that they are not fulfilled. They're not moving. The Three of Wands is a card of, it's a card of expectation. I'm waiting. I've done the work. I've made a choice and I'm waiting for the opportunities to come to me. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. It's a card of expectation. I'm excited about what's coming. The Three of Wands in reverse is not excited. is, yeah, they're not excited about what's coming. In fact, what's coming is judgment. This person is being called into judgment, and they're trying to they're trying to control the narrative. Why? What else do we need to know? Why? What is this judgment? Okay, this is a new opportunity, an Ace of Pentacles. What's this new opportunity? What is the Ace of Pentacles? This person is in lesson, whoever this is. So this person is being called to accept something, to take responsibility for something, to look at their shadows, to look at whatever it is that is going on. Can we get more information about this narrative? Three of Pentacles. Judgment, yeah. This person's definitely in lesson. What is this new opportunity? What is the Ace of Pentacles? Deception. The Ace of Pentacles is a deception. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, somebody is lying. So whoever is in this energy, this is someone who is pretending that everything is fine, that they're moving forward in life, they're happy, their cup is full, they're full of hope, they're doing great, which is not true. It's all an illusion. They're controlling a narrative. They are not moving forward. They're trying to avoid judgment. They don't want to take account. Judgment is about accepting responsibility and taking a higher road, being called to a higher level. But first you have to make atonement. You have to accept, you have to make, you have to make right what is wrong. Whatever it is. And they're talking about new opportunities. So they're presenting as if life is good, they're blessed, but they're in their ego. It's all ego. It's all an illusion and just trying to control this narrative. This Ace of Pentacles, that's a lie. It's clarified by the Seven of Swords, which is lying. Lying, cheating, still deception. Okay. What else do we need to know about this energy? Who is in this energy? The owner of this energy is this. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. What else do we need to know in the overall energy? What is this Seven of Swords about? We have the moon. Things coming to light. Lying, cheating, stealing. Things coming to light. Oh. So people are seeing whatever narrative this person is painting. People are seeing that this is not it. This is a false narrative. And it's coming to the light. Okay, let's see if we can learn. And what's hidden? The hidden blessing is we have love. What do we need to know? What's in the hidden? What energy do we need to know about in the hidden blessing? Okay, that card wanted to flip over, but it didn't. So we're just gonna keep going. What's the hidden blessing, Spirit? What's hidden? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, cards wanting to flip over, but what's hidden? Okay, what is happening? All right, let me slow down. What's hidden? We have the Tower. It kind of came out to the side, but I'm gonna take it upright. So we have a Tower. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. We have love and the Tower. We have a Knight of Cups. Tower and the Knight of Cups. And this is around love. The Tower is a false illusion. It is when two people come together and they both live in this false illusion. And basically the Tower happens when this illusion goes on for too long. It has to fall, like something has to give. The Tower is the universe's way, the divine's way of saying, This has to stop. Something has to change. So I'm looking at this tower. And I'm seeing butterflies, which signal transformation. Like, this is not a tower. This is, sometimes we'll get a tower and then you'll see the tower is still standing. This tower got struck by lightning. So it was, yes, painful. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming in with roses. And I feel like he's trying to pretend like this tower, it's almost like disregard this tower. Like, he's not, when the tower happens, that's a signal for something has to change, right? That's a signal that the illusion must die. That it's time to reconcile, walk away, reconcile with yourself. When that tower comes down, when the tower comes, it's like that's reality check. It's time to move on. It's time to transform. That's why you see the butterflies. It's literally where your life is turned upside down, and it's time for you to transform. It's time for you to love yourself. But the Knight of Cups coming in with a cup, with some coming in with some roses, and this feels like denial. Okay. Clarify the Tower and the Knight of Cups, please. This feels like oh boy. Okay, we got two cards. So I'm gonna take them both. So we got the Knight of Cups coming in with the flowers. So we have a tower. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So here we're gonna put these two. Sorry guys, all these cards. We'll move these over a little bit, because these are in the overall energy here. Okay, so we have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. We have love, the Tower and the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And what I'm getting is this Knight of Cups. So we have this is a couple. We have someone coming in as, this Knight of Cups is a player. This is what he does. This is a Knight of Cups who's actually, he presents himself as an emperor, as someone who is in control, who is, someone who is successful, someone who knows how to build a foundation, someone who is a father. This is father energy. Someone who is upstanding and have his stuff together. But this emperor is actually a Knight of Cups. Someone who is charming, charismatic, gonna sell you a dream. He's gonna take action towards, he's that coming in fast with the love bombing and, want to get you emotionally attached to him. This is someone who always wants to move fast. Be careful about that energy that wants to, come in and sweep you off your feet. Be careful about that energy. because that's player energy. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's not having it. The Queen of Pentacles knows who she is. She knows her worth. She loves herself. She nurtures her environment, the people in her environment, her business, whatever is in her environment is being nurtured and cared for and looked after. And this is a person who knows, who brings value and understands her own value. She knows what she brings to the table. Queen of Pentacles to the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about reimagining your life. It's about making a choice to do things differently. Making a choice to see the world differently after this tower. So now we know who was in this tower. It was this Queen of Pentacles and this with this Knight of Cups in this false reality. Whereas here he comes after this false reality, trying to create another false reality. And the Queen of Pentacles is reimagining her life after this. She's learned her lessons. She has learned about herself. Whatever lesson she needed to learn, she learned it. And she's not looking back to that. She is reimagining her life. She is moving forward, honey. Okay. Tell us more. What else do we need to know, and what's hidden? Queen of Pentacles loves herself. And look, we have the World ending cycles. This is the end of a cycle with achievements. That tower comes for you. When it comes, it happens for you. It's like the universe is doing you a favor. It sees you stuck in a loop, repeating cycles, in illusions, in delusions, in this egoic energy and pretending that everything is okay. That's the illusion. That's that false reality. Pretending that everything is good with this Nine of Cups. But it's not. It's an illusion. It's all egoic. Worried about what everybody else, worried about the way it looks, you know. A lot of times people find themselves in situations and, you know, they're hopeful for change. They're hopeful that, you know, it's the hope that keeps you in this type of dynamic. It is having hope that this person, this situation, this relationship can change. You see the potential. You know, you got somebody who takes action. You know, the Chariot is all about taking action and about, you know, using your will to get things done. But it's all egoic. It's not in the spirit. It's not by intuition. It's all just very egoic. And anything that's egoic is based on the 3D. So basically, it's based on what it looks like. It's all about perception and the way it looks to everybody else. But it's not real. It's not real. It's an illusion. This is a highly emotional kind of situation. You know, it's led by emotions, addictions, and it's a very toxic cycle. And you want to present to the world that everything is great. But basically, you're in this situation being led by hope that things will be different. And then you have someone who presents themselves as in control, but who's really trying to control a narrative. telling people that, oh yeah, everything is great. Opportunities are, coming in. Blessings are coming in, and, but it's all lies and deception. All lies. And that's why the tower comes. The tower comes to break all of this mess up, because the divine knows that it's the only way it's going to happen. It just can't continue. So that tower comes for you. And even after the tower, here we go back with the love bombing, the illusions, trying to draw you back in. But Queen of Pentacles knows her value. She knows her worth. She's like, no, I'm not going back there. Been there, done that. I'm on to something new. And because you chose love, when you choose to love yourself, when you choose yourself, because that's what the tower comes to teach you. The tower comes to teach you that you can't live, you for a time you can, because of course, our loving divine source, God, whoever you want to call him, wants us to live and to learn our lessons, and also to understand that when you find yourself in lesson, you are being called, and that you need to walk away. But sometimes it's just not that easy. And I get it. There's no judgment. I know sometimes love, hope, and love will keep you in a situation that is just not beneficial for you. And it's not beneficial for the other person either. No matter what type of person that is, we're all in lesson. Spirit is teaching us all. We all come here to learn, and we have made unconscious agreements to learn together, to go through this life together, to experience things together, and to mirror, to have experiences where we can mirror back to each other the things that we need, to work on. And so it's all love. It's all in love. But yeah, we have the end of a cycle. So that tower was a blessing. And that Knight of Cups, he may need to learn a little bit more. He may need to repeat that lesson, repeat that cycle. But nobody has to repeat a cycle. But if you don't learn and you keep doing the same things, it's coming around for you again. Know that. What else do we need to know? Is there anything else in what's hidden? We have the Star. Look at that. Hope and healing. That's two major arcanas right here. We have several major arcanas. The Chariot, the Tower, Judgment, the Moon, facing our fears, things coming to the light, the World, ending cycles, no longer repeating cycles, and the Star, full of hope, healed. All right. Whew, it was looking grim at first, but the hidden blessings. I love that. I love that. It's always something good and beneficial coming in the hidden blessings. Let's look at the outcome and advice. So the outcome and advice, we have joy. Joy is our strength. What do we need to know in the outcome and advice? We have the Four of Wands, celebration, joy, and celebration. Okay. Oh, talk to me. We have temperance. We're learning to balance. We're learning balance and patience, endurance. Yes. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know in the outcome and advice? How do we make the most of this energy? We have the Page of Pentacles, begin again. The Page of Pentacles is, he's focused. He has this pinnacle, or she has this pinnacle, and this pinnacle represents a new vision, a new opportunity. Once you complete the cycle, you get a new opportunity to create a new version of yourself. The old version of yourself is gone. You have to release the old version. That's when you end the cycle, you release the old version and you become a new star. You become a different person. And when you become that different person, now you have to build a new life that's not an illusion, that's not a false reality. Now you have to start from the root and you have to ascend, right? Which involves having a new vision for your life. This person has reimagined her life and now she has a new vision. And she's a page again. She's brand new. She's excited, thinking about what she's going to create. She has a new mission and a new vision. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. We have the King of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And this is the journey. This is the new journey. The Page of Pentacles is starting a new creation. She has decided what she wants to create and she's learning. Now she's back in the learning stages. And the King of Pentacles has built something new and he is, at this point, he's enjoying the fruits of his labor. And so Spirit is saying, yeah, you're going to start over, but you're going to create something amazing, something that's going to allow you to chill, to sit back and relax and enjoy what you have created. You're going to be very successful. And whatever it is that this person is going to create is going to be something. Because what we do is we take our experiences forward. We take them forward and we create from our chaos. So in order for you to create something, you have to, a creation is all about solving a problem. It's all about creating a solution. But in order to create a solution, you have to have experienced a problem. And when you go through the stages of life, when you go through the drama, the trauma, the whatever it is, and you heal from that, you get through it, you get over it. Well, you get through it. You don't get over it. You get through it with love. Okay. You're no longer in hope, because hope is not, hope is what's the word? Hope is potential. Okay. Hope is not manifested. It is a potential. So it's hope that keeps us stuck in illusion, because we're hopeful that this situation can turn into, that this potential can turn into a reality. It's the hope that, you know, that we want to become a reality. Okay. And that this hope will keep you stuck, is what keeps us stuck in these toxic cycles, or in these, trauma bonds and addictions and all that stuff. The hope that something is going to change. But hope is potential. Remember that. It's love that brings us out of it, that brings us through it. When we discover how to love ourselves, that's the whole point of this. The discovery that, you know what, I got in this situation because I failed to love myself. I couldn't see myself. I lost myself, or I abandoned myself for hope, because I had hope. So I put my needs, my wants, my desires to the side, and I lived on a wish. Not a wish fulfilled, but a wish. And we learned that, faith without works is dead. That's what we learned. You can have all the hope you want and all the faith you want. But if you don't take action, meaning if you don't look after yourself, your first priority is to look after yourself. It's to not lose yourself in connections, to not be disillusioned, to not, get caught up in false realities. And if you do, to learn that there comes a time, right? Because we need to have contrast, but contrast is supposed to push us in the direction, and it kind of forces you to make either you're going to make a conscious choice, you're going to do it on your own, meaning you're going to decide, okay, this does not serve me, this is not for me, I need to choose myself, or you're going to have a tower and it's all going to fall apart. And life is going to sort of force you to take a look at what this was, and then remember who you are, and see how you forgot about you. You forgot to love yourself. Above all, you forgot to love yourself. Okay? So life is teaching us to choose ourselves over and over again, to choose love. Because if you can't love yourself, you really can't love another. You're first, you're attached to you. Your spirit lives within you. You have a responsibility to love yourself first and foremost. And then you allow that love, when your cup is full, to spill over into others. So that's a lesson, right? So you learned all these things, and then now you love yourself, and now you are full of joy. Joy, like not happiness, because happiness comes and goes. Happiness is, oh, I'm up, I'm happy in the moment, you know what I mean? It's fleeting, but joy is steady. Joy is, it's just, it's right underneath the surface. It's satisfaction is what joy is. That's what I compare it to. It's just this wonderful state of being satisfied with your life, with yourself, being comfortable in your own skin. You're no longer people pleasing. You no longer even feel the need to people please. You no longer have any desire whatsoever to abandon yourself in any way, form, or fashion. And that makes you feel like you always have a cause for celebration. and you're learning how to have balance in life. You now understand that, you know, that life is duality, and the trick is to stay in the middle. It's to be somewhere in the middle, not to one, not, you know, to one extreme or another, but to be balanced. And that produces patience, because you understand the ebbs and flows of life now. You understand that, you know, and it allows you, that patience, temperance allows you to go with the flow. Like, you understand that what's for you is coming, what's for you cannot be kept from you. And all you need to do is focus on on creating. Just focus on creating. And then you get to reap what you sow. Oh, that's just beautiful. I love a happy ending. What else do we, what else do we need to know? How do we make the best of this energy, spirit? This beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm so proud of you all. This is why I love. Oh, look at that. The sun. Happiness. Look at that. Happiness. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me get this. Okay. So we have happiness. And these two cards that fell out are the Five of Wands, which is competition. It's reaching for it. This can be healthy competition, you know. This can be, this feels like, this doesn't feel like that negative competition. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like the kind that builds you, the kind that produces stamina. Like these guys, look at, these are mountains in the background. Mountains represent problems, and these sticks are structure. And these people are like acrobats. They're not battling each other. They are actually supporting, you know. This is the kind of competition that's good for you, that builds strength and endurance and resilience. And that comes with creating, you know. And when you're in this energy, when you're in the energy of creation, you're for that. You know what I'm saying? That's healthy for you. It keeps you going. It keeps you motivated. It keeps you focused. Using all that fiery energy to reach for something, to reach your goals, to reach, you know, you have your eyes set on something, and yes, doing what it takes. Doing what it takes to reach your goals. I love it. All right, guys. That's your reading. We're going to leave it right there. We're going to leave it right there. I'm so glad. I hope that the reading was helpful. If it resonates, I would love to hear. I would love to hear how it resonates for you in the comments. I'd love to read your comments, and you know, if you desire to comment. But overall, I hope the reading was a blessing to you. It sure was a blessing to me. I didn't know how this was going to play out, because all this energy over here, whoo, child, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot, but as life goes, it worked itself out as life goes. And I've seen life go like this in so many ways. And this, this gives me hope. And I hope it gives you hope as well, that sometimes we go through things and it might seem like we're in the worst situation in the world. It might feel grim, but honey, don't believe it. Don't believe everything your eyes see. Don't believe that all is lost, Always understand that things are always changing. And God, the divine, your angels, we all have, your guardian angels, your spirit guides are always working in the background. I promise you that they always working in the background. And when you acknowledge that they're there, personally, I think that they working even more. So, having that relationship with spirit, with God, with your angels and your guides is so important. And just understanding that when it seems like things get hard, when things start to fall apart, things fall apart so they can fall together, so they can come together. A lot of things that, we feel like are causes a loss. And, it really, sometimes the worst thing ever happened to you turn out to be the best thing to ever happen to you. So on that note, I'm sending you all love and light. And I hope you all have a good night. It's pretty late here, so I hope you all yeah have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.